Hi, it's a Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I wanted to talk about some new makeup releases. I've been trying to get in the habit of looking at what's coming up with enough time to decide whether it's interesting or whether it's just kind of like, what were they thinking? So that's what we're gonna do today. And I'll tell you there's a lot of, what were they thinking? And I don't wanna be highly critical, but there are some things I think we have to talk about. And there's a few things, just a few, that have kind of caught my interest. So thank you for watching and thank you for being subscribed. I'm just gonna move over just a little bit. I have my phone with me. We'll throw pictures up here of what it is I'm talking about. The first thing I see here is something new from Natasha Denona. There is a new liquid eyeliner. This is the microblade. It doesn't actually say in the post whether it's felt tip or whether it's brush tip, and I don't know. Okay, I like liquid liner. I finally got back, like in the last, I don't know, maybe 9-ish months, got back into wearing liner, and I love liner. My preferred liner is the M Cosmetics Illustrative liner. It's what I'm wearing today. I always wear brown, but I'm not offended by a black eyeliner. So many people, that's their staple. But for me, it all comes down to, does it smudge? Does it stay where you put it? And also, how easy is it to apply? Because I didn't realize what a difference applicator can make. Felt tip, brush tip, is it stiff? Is it really, kind of flexible? A lot of that really plays into how good I can make my liner look. So this is intriguing. Am I gonna pick it up? Probably not, but I wouldn't rule it out if the reviews are astounding. There are a lot of people who are collabing with Disney. I Heart Revolution has another Disney collab out. They did one a while ago with Princess Ariel. It was very much Little Mermaid themed. This one is an Aladdin themed one. So they have a jasmine palette. It looks like they have a highlighter and a lip gloss. I think what's nice about this, even though it's not for me, is that they have a whole side of the palette that's all just shadows. And those eyeshadows, those shades look very much inspired by the movie. And then the other side, you've got face powders, bronzers, blushes, highlights. I feel like there's a lot here that could really, for somebody who may not already have like a really large collection, you could get a lot of looks out of this. But I don't know what the I Heart Revolution formula is like, whether it's really good. But it's a $20 palette. The highlighter is $10 and the lip topper is $7. So Jaclyn Hill released a new collection and it's called their Hot Tropics collection. So you might have already heard people talking about this. I am not the first, probably won't be the last, but I'll tell you, I'm astounded. There's a lot of things in this collection. Let's start with the lip oils. They're $20. There's 4 of them. Okay, I'm not gonna pay $20 for a lip oil, first of all. Second of all, they have Petit highlighters. So I don't know, but they kind of sound like they have the same feel like a Super Shock, but they're in cardboard packaging. They look lovely. Definitely not something that kind of makes me go, ooh, I want that. They also have a liquid highlight, a beaming light liquid highlight. They have 3 shades of this. It looks like they're really super highly metallic, but the one thing that has been a huge problem, and I don't know how we get to 2021 and you still can't launch a complete range of shades. This is their Sun-Kissed Cream Bronzer. It's $29. They have 5 shades, but when you look at the swatches, they are not an inclusive shade range, not at all. And I don't understand how after hearing people talk about this for a long time and then seeing a huge shift in the beauty industry to be more inclusive in the past, I don't know, 5-7 years, how we end up back at this place. I don't understand it. So I feel like that's bad, and it's not just, I'm kind of embarrassed for them. I am. And I think they knew it was wrong because they had to put out a statement on their Instagram account and on their social media just saying that, hey, we're gonna try and do better. We're gonna work with a inclusivity group. And I feel like if you have to backpedal and you have to actually take the time to say, we're sorry, we did wrong, we'll try better in the future. This is not the first time she's had to backpedal when it comes to her products. And at this point, I'll just tell you, I probably won't continue to talk about her products or even be considering them because it seems just like a problematic brand. And for me, it's one of those things where I don't know whether it's her as the person envisioning all of this and saying we only need this many shade ranges, or maybe it's the company who's, you know, behind her, the money behind her, that's saying you only get to launch 5 shades. I don't know what it is, but with the problems like the lipstick gate from a couple years back, like everything just has been enough that I'm not really interested. It would have to really be something that blows me out of the water, knocks my socks off, and makes me sit up and take notice. None of this feels new. I feel like those liquid highlighters, very much like the iconic London highlights. Looks like we got some Super Shocks and different packaging for the Petit highlights. Lip oils left, right, and center. Everyone has those. I don't feel like there's anything here. And those cream bronzers could have been amazing because there's such a moment right now for cream products, but the shade range is just ghastly. So, sorry. This next thing here, this kind of, remember, I am a lip product hoarder and lover. There is a new Sephora Favorites Kit. This is Give Me Some Shine, and it has a Pat McGrath lip gloss in Flesh 6. It has a NARS Afterglow lip balm in Laguna. It has a full size of the Fenty Gloss Bomb Cream in Fenty Glow. That's the original Fenty color. It has a Milk Makeup Electric Gloss Lip Plumper. This is a full size. That one's clear. And then there is also a full size of the Huda Beauty Silk Balm Hydrating Nourishing Lip Balm. There's 3 full size, and I'm looking at this going, oh. And I'm reminding myself, I don't need any more lip products, but that one definitely has caught my attention. I'm trying to remind myself that I don't need it, but it's pretty. By the way, if you're curious, it's $34. I did not know that laminated brows were kind of like a big thing. I knew like full and bushy brows where they're, you know, kind of brushed up and you get a lot of like this little spiky situation going on, but the full-on laminated brows, I'm just kind of learning about this. Patrick Ta has a new product out called Major Brow Lamination Gel. What's interesting about this is the shape of the brush itself. It looks like it's a rubber bristle brush, and it only has bristles on one side, and it's really to help kind of lay down. If you are looking through to what the brows look like, they go from, you know, looking like a natural brow to kind of like being really laid out and almost glued to your eyebrow area, to your brow bone. I don't know if that's exactly what I'm looking for. I do like a fuller looking brow. I have been using a serum on my eyebrows to get more hairs to grow darker and all of that, but I don't know that this is for me because I don't want my brows to look exactly like that, but I am intrigued by eyebrow trends, and this is really interesting because I'm seeing more and more of this look. There is a new product from Milk Cosmetics. It's called their Sex Foils. They have 7 shades, and they're for face and for body. So I don't know if it's more like a body product, like maybe like the Fenty Body Sauce or their Body Lava, where it's kind of like a hydrating body product, but it says you can use it on your face as well. It comes in an interesting shade range. It looks really cool. I have been loving liquid illuminators, but I don't know that I would need this much for just my face. I don't know. I do like that it comes in a pump. The ones that I've been using have a giant doe foot. I've been using the Hollywood Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury and the Elevated Glow from Lisa Eldridge, and they both come in little glass jars with giant doe foot applicators, but I think I would prefer, for cleanliness sake, to be able to pump out the product. I like that a lot, but I don't know that I'm going to pick this up, but it is kind of interesting. I think that if I wore more body makeup, I would probably pick this up. All right, this next one, I love everything about it. The colors make me happy. It's just not for me. And this is the new collaboration from ColourPop and the Powerpuff Girls. And I never watched Powerpuff Girls. I don't even remember when they came out. I was definitely, like, I'd already graduated from college. I was working, I was probably mid to late 20s, and it's definitely not something that I ever loved, but I remember hearing a lot about it. I remember really seeing a lot, you know, of Powerpuff Girl themed toys and bubblegum and toothbrushes and all the things that they do for kids. But I'll tell you, I think that this is a sort of collab that people have been hoping for when they kind of do a throwback. That the colors really go along with the theme. And I feel like these colors, just looking at that eyeshadow palette, it just makes me happy. I would never use it, but looking at it, and I can imagine swatching it would just be joyful. And I feel the same way about their two blushes. Those are two blush shades that I probably would never use, but they look like they're so much fun. They also have a trio of gloss rollers. I'll tell you this, I have tried their gloss rollers before and they just kind of feather out. It's not for me, but they're super cute. Definitely a throwback. They have a bubble bar. I don't know, it's like, are you Lush or what? But it's definitely part of the theme, and they have some hair clips and what looks like lip balms, or are they, what exactly are they? Lip mask duos. All right, so it's a lot of fun. I'll tell you, this is fun. This is the sort of thing that if my kids were wearing makeup, they would want this so bad, but I can definitely see where they were going with this. It makes me happy. It's just not for me at 46. Looks like there's a new palette from NARS. This is an addition to their Climax line. I don't know. It looks very NARS-like. It's a 9-pan palette. It definitely has the same look that a lot of their other palettes have. It definitely leans kind of warm. And then you have a couple of shades thrown in there for interest to me, that kind of olivey metallic shade in the middle, and then that lower kind of one in the right corner that's that blue. That blue kind of feels like an odd man out. I don't know if it's like, here's a neutral palette with a pop of blue, or I don't know. This definitely feels like I've seen it before. I'm not excited about this, but there's also a liquid eyeliner in black that goes along with this. Another brand is collabing with Disney for a Disney Princess product. This time it's Besame. They are doing a Ultimate Princess collection. So this series has 12 pieces in it. Each set includes a refillable metal enamel compact and a matching lipstick. They're only doing 500 units of each princess. So if your favorite princess is Princess Jasmine, you gotta snap it up. If your favorite princess is Princess Belle, you gotta snap it up. But it's kind of expensive. It's $125. I do happen to have one of their refillable powder compacts. I got this from the Maryland collection, and I will tell you, it is beautifully made. It is actually covered in, it's plated in gold. It's beautiful. The enamel work on the front is gorgeous. And I know that each of the different themes for the princesses are going to have something different on the front, but this is one of those things I could have for decades. This is definitely, if I take care of it, and here's hoping I do, that I could pass it along to one of my girls. I think it's really, really beautifully made, and I do love that it is refillable. You can, stick a little tool back here and pop out the pan, just like that, and you can refill it. So it's not something that would be a disposable throwaway, which is why the price is so high. I don't know that you would need all 12 of them. That's a lot of powder and lipstick, but I think that if you have a favorite princess, I could definitely see why it would be worth it, because I have a duo that I got, lipstick and powder, and I use them all the time, and they're really beautifully made. Not trying to sell you on it. I'm definitely not going to pick it up because I've got a different set right here, but I think these are beautiful, and the quality is not like anything I've seen in a long time. I can't tell you any other compact that is this heavy, this luxe for what it is, and I feel like the product you're able to fill it with from Besame is good. I don't know what their powder shade range is like. I haven't looked, but I have two of their refills. I have the Maryland shade, and then I have a lighter shade, a Peggy Carter 1946 shade from their Agent Carter line, and that one's just a hair lighter, and they both work for me, but I don't know how deep the powders go, and that would be a question mark for me if they're not as inclusive as I'm hoping they would be, because they're doing a lot of princesses and a lot of skin tones. I've really been in love with smaller size palettes. I really feel like that is really hitting like all the high points for me, and I love that brands are doing this. Lime Crime is coming out with 2 new Wet Cherry eyeshadow palettes. They each have 5. One is a little bit more colorful, pastel kind of with a red, and the other one tends to be more bubblegummy pink. And they look really interesting. They're $28 a piece. Neither of these are what I feel that I need or shades that I would use, but I don't know. I would love to just play in the foils. Because they have their metallic palette, it just looks really pretty. The one that's more pink is completely matte, and the one that has more of those kind of pastel shades is all metallic, and they look really fun, but not for me. So everybody has been doing a liquid blush, right? And it looks like Morphe is doing the same thing. Oh, well, cream. It's a new cream blush, and it's supposed to be for a fresh face and delicately flushed look. Lightweight formula, easy to blend, buildable color, so you can customize how much pigment you want. It comes in 5 shades, and I don't see a price listed. I don't know. I'm not picking up any more blush right now. There's a couple of blushes that I'm like, but I can't because I've been buying blush left, right, and center, and never would I need another cream or liquid blush, and never would I need another powder blush. But I'll tell you, Morphe, this is the first thing I've seen from Morphe in years that makes me kind of go, I'm definitely curious, but not enough to purchase. Let me know if you have any Morphe face products that you love. And I only have experience with their eyeshadows. I think I've had one bronzer, but nothing really blew me out of the water. But I do like that they are following the trend that seems to be everyone is headed down that little rabbit trail, which is cream blush. So this is interesting. It kind of almost roped me in. I almost bought one. I don't know that I'm going to, but there's something new from Flower Beauty. They have a revolutionary setting powder. It's called their Jet Set Invisible Powder Spray. It comes in a spray can. Oh, and I was like, what? And so it's supposed to blur, smooth, and leave a silky smooth finish. So my question is, at this point, okay, it looks interesting. It really had me like, I literally had it in my cart on the Flower Beauty website and almost purchased it. And then I thought, what happens is if you're spraying it, you get too much in one area, or it gets in your hair. I'm like, I already have gray hair, but I don't want like a big like splotch right here of white or even a light shade at all. I don't know. It's supposed to be translucent. It's supposed to be easy to use. I don't know. I'm really curious. It's $14 and it's supposed to give a matte look. If you have tried this or you're planning on it, let me know in the comments down below. I was literally this close. ColourPop has a new lip product out. This is their Glossy Lip Stains. They're fresh lips. And it's a shine of a gloss with the long-lasting power of a lip stain. I love the idea of combining lip stains and glosses. There is one that I absolutely love. Actually, there's two. If I can find them really quick. There's this one from Lancome. I can't tell what it is on the bottom. I'll have to put it up for you on the screen. These are like in the mid $20 range. These are beautiful. And then I found an exact dupe from L'Oreal. Like, they even look the same, don't they? So here's a L'Oreal one, here's the Lancome one, and this one was it feels the same. And what I love about the Lancome formula is when you put it on, it looks juicy, it looks wet, but it doesn't bleed out. And then as that gloss kind of goes away after a couple of hours, you are left with a stain, but it never feels dry. Exact same thing from the one from L'Oreal. These are the only two glossy lip stains that I have that I like. I have tried other glossy lip stains. I recently tried one from Uma Beauty by Sharon C. I didn't like it at all. I feel like it can be really hard, and although ColourPop has a really good lip collection, I feel like they do lipsticks and lip products fairly well. I don't know that I'd want to go out and like dip my toe in the water for this one. All right, I had to like get ready for this one because when I saw this one, I was like, oh, that looks really interesting. And then when I saw the prices, I was like, huh? It's the new eyeshadow from Hourglass. Hourglass has not had a ton of eyeshadows. Do you remember when they had those ones that were all kind of, they had a ripply texture on them and all 5 shades kind of ran together in a palette? There was no division between each shade. People complained about that. So then they did one where they had 5 individual pans in a palette. I don't remember how much those were because I never got one. They never really intrigued me. And now they have this new kind of build your own curator collection. So they have 40 shades, they have 4 finishes, they're all talc free, supposed to be blendable. I like all of this so far. Refillable, yes, all of this. And then we come down to the prices. If you want to get just the single eyeshadow on its own, it's $29 just for the eyeshadow. If you want that eyeshadow in a single compact, it actually is $39. If you want to get 3 of them, just 3 in a refillable compact, it's $99. And if you want to get 5, I can't believe this, 5 eyeshadows, it's $161. All I could think of was Pat McGrath doesn't cost that much. Natasha Denona doesn't cost that much. I'm thinking of like really luxury eyeshadows. You could get something from Chanel. You can get something from Guerlain. It's not going to cost you $166, and you're only getting 5. You could get one of those larger palettes from Natasha Denona for $129 that has a beautiful formula. Same with Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath's large palettes that have 10 shades, $125. What is going on with this? You're only getting 5 shades. I don't know. That it seems like a lot. I don't understand it. The 5-pan palette comes with a mirror. The 1 and the 2-pan palettes do not have a mirror. How are you going to be charging someone $99 for a 3-pan eyeshadow palette and not include a mirror? Especially if it's supposed to be reusable packaging. I don't know. This feels so out of touch to me. So out of touch. Tell me, because like I was interested. I was intrigued when I first saw it. I was like, oh, cool. And I love Hourglass powders, love. But when I saw the prices, I was like, yeah, right. It's not happening. I don't know. I do like that you can customize it. You can pick your shades, but for that price, like $100 for 3? Looks like Sephora Favorites has a new set out for $45. It's their Fresh Face Refresh makeup set. And what's interesting here is there's some things in here that I've been curious about. And I don't know that I need to get the kit. Maybe I need to get the products themselves, but let me tell you what's in it. You have a illuminating primer from Rare Beauty. You have a full size of the Patrick Ta Major Brows Shaping Wax. It comes in clear, and you also get the full size spoolie that comes along with it. You get a travel size of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara. I've heard a lot of good things about that. I've never tried it. I have been wanting to try so bad the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray, and maybe I just need to just try it because I hear that it's basically like hairspray for your face. Some people love it, some people hate it, but I want something that's going to keep it exactly where I put my makeup. You also get a full size of the iconic London Sheer Bronze Liquid Bronzer. That looks interesting. You're getting a travel size of the Tarte Sea Breezy Cream Blush, and looks like you're getting a Balmy Gloss Tinted Lip Oil from Ilia. So there are 1, 2, 3 full-size products in here. The rest of them are sample sizes or travel sizes. I think that's actually really interesting. Oh, and there is a full-size Benefit Roller Liner Liquid Eyeliner in brown. So there's a lot of full-size stuff in here, and I think the price is really good, and I could definitely see myself using most of this. The one that I'm kind of skeptical about is the Patrick Ta Brow Wax, but I don't know. I'd have to try it and see. I don't know that I'm about to jump on that train, but it definitely has my interest. So I just saw something that I just bought. The new Bite Beauty Power Move Hydrating Soft Matte Lipstick just got released earlier this week, and I bought one. I was gonna buy like 3 of them, and I was like, do you really need 3 lipsticks? No, I wanted to try the formula. So these lipsticks are supposed to be creamy, non-drying, and they are supposed to have a velvety matte finish with the fade resistant formula and be comfortable. Like, the comfortable is what I want. I love a comfortable matte lipstick. I love the ones from Lisa Eldridge. I also love the ones from Charlotte Tilbury. I do enjoy a few of the ones from Pat McGrath, but I tend to like more high-end matte lipsticks because they can combine the comfort that I want in the matte appearance that I want. But I picked up the shade Hot Tomato. It's a warm red. I love bright red lipstick, and I have loved red lipsticks from Bite for years, and I am really curious to see what this new product is like. It should be here on Friday. Oh, I'm not gonna get this, but this looks so pretty. Hermes has a new powder highlight. It's called Permabrass. Just look at the impression on the pan. It looks gorgeous. I definitely don't think that it would be something, I'm sure it's like outrageously expensive, but I don't know. Beautiful, probably not for me. Charlotte Tilbury has new quads available, and she's changed her packaging. The outside packaging for these is really pretty. It has like stars on it, but they're very much Charlotte Tilbury shades. You have some warm browns. You have warm browns and kind of rosy tones and golds. It's very like on brand for Charlotte Tilbury. They're still probably going to be in that $54 range, $53, $54 for the quads, but they look super pretty. I just can't see myself spending 50 some odd dollars for 4 shades. Anastasia Beverly Hills has a new cream collection. They have stick highlighters, stick blushes, and they have potted cream bronzers. Now, if you're looking for shades for range on these, the bronzers from very, very light to very deep. And I feel like if you're going to do a bronzer collection, this is how to be inclusive. I think these are beautiful. I'm really curious about these. I don't think I need any cream products, but these kind of caught my attention. Physicians Formula has new butter bronzers out. Okay, so these are super cute. They have a butter donut, a butter coffee, a butter cake, and a butter cookie. Now, all I think of when I see the butter coffee is like, I tried bulletproof coffee once and it was not for me. But the butter cake, the butter cookie, and the butter donut, those are all super, super cute, but they're kind of, do they kind of feel like Makeup Revolution to you? With the donut thing going on and like the making it all food related? I don't know. I don't know what the formula is like, if it's similar to their previous butter bronzer, which I really have liked, and I think somewhere in my collection I still have. And if it's that same quality, I think that it could just be interesting to have different shades in this product, and making it cute never really hurts. Tom Ford has some new blushes out. These look beautiful. They're actually cheek duos. They're supposed to be coming sometime this month. I don't know, are these already out? Curious, but they look really beautiful. But I don't know that I could give myself permission to spend Tom Ford prices on a blush when I bought so much blush recently. Oh, this is one that really caught my attention, but I was like, nah, Tom Ford prices, I don't know that I can. I love that there are quads from Juvia's Place. I really think that Juvia's Place has a beautiful formula. These new Rebel quads look cool. They have honey, mint, army, and gray. And none of these are the sorts of shades that I would reach for, but they are beautiful. And I love that they're doing smaller sized, like just little quads. It's exactly what I love right now. And I think that it makes for a really easy, it makes for an easy eye makeup look, doesn't it? When you have fewer options. All right, I think I'm gonna end with this because this also caught my eye, and I'm surprised because I am not a MAC lipstick kind of gal, but they have new Luster Glass Sheer Shine lipsticks. Now, the minute I read Sheer Shine, I was like, yes. And looking at these, they look like little candies in little beautiful silver tubes. I think they look lovely. I would love to have a shiny red one. I would love to have one that is more warm toned, maybe terracotta shades. There are some beautiful shades here and they look beautiful. I don't know that I'll pick one up, but they look gorgeous. They're $22 each. But I like that a lot of people are doing glossy, shiny, hydrated lipsticks. That's definitely what I am looking for and happy to be wearing these days. And I don't know, you might see one of those in my upcoming Let's Try New Makeup. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to know if you have seen any of these products, if they're on your wish list, if they are the sorts of things that really intrigue or interest you. There are some products that literally, you remember watching cartoons when you were younger as a kid and seeing like their eyes bug out. Oh God, that's how I feel sometimes about makeup. Like certain products just make me like, I start drooling and I'm like, what is it? I want to try it. I want to play with it. I want to just like, And I feel like there's a couple of those in here, like the one that I already bought from Bite. Even those MAC lipsticks, those look gorgeous. There's a ton of really interesting stuff. Now, the hard part that I'm dealing with right now is I'm in the midst of a declutter, and there's nothing worse seeing all the newness and being like, ooh, look at that. Ooh, I want one of those. Ooh, and remembering how much stuff has gone bad in my collection, because I never got around to finishing it, and how much money I spent on it. So I'm reminding myself, just like I'll tell you, is I need to make sure that I don't over purchase and I don't buy things that I know I'm not going to use just because it's pretty. So let me know if any of these things are on your wish list, if there are things that you have seen either in store or online and really pique your interest as well. Thanks so much for spending time with me today. I will see you again soon. Have an incredible day.